This is a problem where I'm asked to find the slope of the line, but I gotta be careful because there's no official points. A lot of times students get confused when they look at a line like this and they say, it doesn't have any points. But you guys remember, a line is like all kinds of points. In fact, it's like infinitely many points squished together, and all of those points are solutions to the equation that the line is graphing. But so when you think of it that way, you can find any points you want to. Most of the time, people look for what corners of the graph, like what rectangular corners the line goes through exactly. So I'm going to look really carefully and see which corners it goes. It goes through that one exactly, and it goes through that one exactly. And those 2 points will help me to determine what the slope is. Once I've found 2 points on the line, you could either use this equation where you do y2 take away y1 on top of x2 take away x1, or you can count using a slope triangle. For visual people like me, the slope triangle helps. And what you do for the slope triangle is you draw in the little triangle on the graph that is defined by those 2 points, and then label how much you're changing vertically and horizontally. So here I'm doing a vertical change of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a horizontal change of 2. So my slope number is going to be 4 on top of 2, vertical over horizontal change. You guys probably know that can be reduced to just plain old 2 over 1, or even just the integer 2. And so that's pretty neat because I went from using that line in the triangle, which looks kind of confusing. I had to use a fraction, but I found out that the slope is pretty easy to work with. It's just 2. One thing I want to show you guys about the slope triangle method is that I would have gotten the same answer if I used 2 different points. Like for example, what if I used that guy and this guy right here? It's a different point that the line goes through exactly. Now my slope triangle would be something like that. But again, you can see my vertical change is 2, my horizontal change is 1. I could have even used a different point. I could have used one that's way up here. And I would have a vertical change of 6, horizontal change of 3. I did that in my head because these are all equal ratios. They're all fractions that reduce to 2. The point being, no matter what points you pick on your line, when you write them as a slope ratio like this and reduce the fraction, you're always going to get the correct slope number, even if you use different points.